What is up? It is the Dynasty Pylon Show coming in at your lunch hour, at your senior lunch hour, if you're East Coast, according to producer Tank. Senior lunch hour, I'm assuming it was what, 4 to 6? 4 to 3
senior
to
dinner
4?
hour? Yeah.
Senior dinner, yeah, it was like 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. So yeah. But either you're working and you're watching us, or you're on lunch, wherever the hell you're at. But what's up, Marvin? And
Breaking news.
yes, as of now, I was gonna get to that, but Marvin wants to talk about it now, so we'll talk about it now. Yes, Cam is going back to Carolina, and and yes, the number 1 jersey is still available for him. So we might see him back in his old jersey. If you still have his jersey and you live in Carolina, fire it up. Why not? If you got yourself some tickets.
He could also win a 1 jersey from Dynasty Pylon too.
Oh. Yeah. But if Marvin, since you're the only one as of now watching, get on that video and just go ahead, throw in the like, subscribe. Obviously, you just subscribed the other day, but like it and comment below and see if you can get yourself a jersey. And then yeah. But anyways, yeah, Cam Newton's back in Carolina. Should be interesting. How do you feel about this, Mark?
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do great things personally. It's a different system, I believe.
Oh yes, very much so. It's not the
Yeah.
same system that he left. It's definitely something different. I would say that at this moment it's entirely different. He's going to something new. Does he start right away? I don't think he
so.
does. We might see PJ Walker as of now. But he might end up starting next week. Now, I'm a little worried for DJ Moore owners. How does this affect them? I'm not entirely too sure, because I know here at the Nerd Huddle, we all thought that Cam Newton was going to have a reemergence year with new weapons and everything in New England. But unfortunately, they cut him, so now he's jobless until today. So I don't know. I knew we all believed in him, kind of with all the assets they were bringing in. We were going to see the old Cam. He's 32 years old, so it's not entirely too old. It's on the older side of a QB, but not the oldest. Typically, QBs rank out about 36 years of age, and they're just done.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting to see. I don't know about you, but I personally haven't seen any pictures or anything. So it'd be interesting to see like what kind of shape he's in. Like
that's true.
Did he keep himself in football shape? Did he let himself go?
I would imagine he would.
I would imagine he would too. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got signed. But
true. He's an athlete. He knew that at some point he was going to get signed or be a backup or something. Football was still in his blood, and it still is as of now. We see it. I honestly thought that if nobody signed him this year, we would have seen him in like Canadian football or something along those lines.
Or he would have played if it were to come back when it comes back.
He would have played somewhere. Okay, semi-pro league. I don't know. There's somewhere like he's been playing football his whole life. I don't think he's just going to stop. So regardless of the fact he's back in Carolina, he's going to probably have this week to get himself into starter shape. But I would assume he's still in shape, if that makes sense.
I think he is.
So I don't know. It's very interesting to see. But as of now, I don't know how that's gonna play out. But anyways,
is he gonna have Sam Darnold or Walker help him with the playbook like Mac Jones did in New England?
No, I think he probably took that to heart. I think he's going to actually, I think in this moment, he's going to actually reconfigure his thought process of and not letting that happen again. Because if he lets that happen again, that's embarrassing. The news is gonna get out. These beat writers write everything they see and hear and do whatever they have to do to get, they make money. That's their job. They'll find a way to get the news out. We're gonna find out somehow, some way. So I don't think he's gonna let that happen. No, he's gonna go in headstrong. I think he is going to try and do the best he can to become the starter over Sam Darnold. As of lately, they have not been in any good shape. They came in strong too. We thought Panthers were just the it team right now.
Well, they started 3-1, and Sam Darnold, I think, had a minimum of like 22 points. Even though he lost against Cowboys, he had almost 40 fantasy points that week. I was like, heck yeah, man. And then,
they were on fire. Everyone's like, holy crap.
He's just gone downhill. I wonder how long he had this shoulder injury. Maybe that was part of it.
That's what they were saying. Like, this shoulder injury obviously is going back to like week 4, apparently.
Well, that makes sense then, because that's when he started to go downhill.
well, yeah, but I think it was until the point where it bothered him that much where I think now this week, now they've got the concussion, I think he's, well, I'm already in the medical office, I'm just going to bring this up. And they probably scanned him at the time and then found out that it was probably fractured or whatever.
No,
he's getting
it was an incomplete fracture. Remember, he couldn't even complete a fracture.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Couldn't even make. Oh, that's true. But yeah. So Braden, what's up, dude? He's getting paid to be the starter starting next week. Yeah, I don't think he's going to start this week for sure.
Yeah, no, he needs at least a week, 2 weeks before he can.
It's a new
get
system.
In there. Because even if he did go this week, I wouldn't be playing him because he's not going to do anything.
No. I don't know. There's a couple of moves that I'm thinking if it does become Cam Newton, I might switch over to a few things. But we'll see how it plays out. Before I call my shots, because I call them and they kind of hit sometimes. So I still need to witness how they're gonna do. So
is that starter going for is like Darnold out for the year?
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends if
he's playing next week against Ron Rivera. That's hilarious.
That would be that would be something to see.
Well, I'm just saying, I get it. He's going to be the starter because obviously I would take Cam Newton over PJ Walker at this point. I mean, PJ Walker could come out and surprise us all this week, I suppose, but he's had chances even last year when Teddy got hurt. And he didn't look bad, but he didn't look great.
No, see, PJ Walker's that he's a reliable backup, but he's not
exactly.
He's not starter like reliable where you're gonna have him. Okay, this is our guy. He's not a franchise QB.
But if like Darnold comes back in like 4 weeks, does that mean like is he the starter or is Cam Newton the starter? That's what I'm trying to ask.
That's a very good question.
Let me
see. Because they traded up for this guy, and if injury has been the one thing that's been
it says he's out 4 to 6 weeks,
right? But if this shoulder has been their problem, then I think it might have been that Falcons game. Was it week 4 they played the Falcons and he lowered his shoulder and got hit or something like that? It might have been that one. Braden, where are you at? Injury, dude. I think it was week 4 where he lowered his shoulder when he was running a lot.
He played. That was Dallas. He played week 4.
Okay.
Week 8 he played the Falcons.
Maybe it was there was one particular play that he ran, lowered his shoulder.
But it could be because he ran the ball. He had like 2 rushing touchdowns in the
He
Dallas
was running.
Game.
He was running. So
and in Philly he only had 8.35.
Yeah. So I at some point the shoulder was gone. And I
Yeah.
guess it just didn't really bother him that much that the fact that he's like, all right. Like I said, I bet you when they did a whole full body scan for his concussion, it probably was brought up. I don't know who sees. The Chosen Rose. Hey, thanks for joining, man. So start 2, Emmanuel Sanders, Christian Kirk, Hunter Renfrow, Jerry Jeudy, Tim Patrick, Russell Gage, AJ Green. And pick one out of the tight ends. So Higbee, Fairmouth. I'm gonna go with Fairmouth. That's easy for the tight ends. They're just going to use them regardless of what situation they're in. Doesn't matter what team they're playing. I think Fairmouth is going to be used regardless of the situation. I think if you watched yesterday's episode, we projected him to be the next rookie that's going to break out as of now, and it kind of started already. So
yeah, I like Fairmouth definitely for the tight ends.
And plus, they're against freaking what is it? The Lions right now. I should probably have our schedule up. Lions.
Yes.
So wherever I have it here, there it is. Yeah. So definitely easy against the Lions. Now what were the other ones? Emmanuel Sanders, Christian Kirk. So I don't like that the fact that Kyler Murray's banged up and they're playing Carolina.
It doesn't look like he's playing this week.
Yeah. Again. So we might see Colt McCoy. But either way, so
versus
Carolina's
Walker, what a quarterback matchup.
What's up?
I said versus Walker, what a quarterback matchup.
Yeah. But so Carolina's defense is still solid as much as they've been since week 1.
Oh, they're a little banged up. Burns is questionable. He's hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, you still got great DBs there and great linebackers there. So, I mean, yes, Burns does affect it a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be like a dramatic where it's not going to affect them that much. I still think that, like, because Jeremy Chin, thank God, I've been waiting for him to finally get out of whatever funk he's got going on right now. But Jeremy Chin's been playing exactly what I've been expecting him last season and this season, so the last couple weeks. So, I wouldn't play Christian Kirk. That's just no. Emmanuel Sanders, I do like. They're playing the Jets.
Does that mean you're taking AJ Green out then? Is he even playing? Is he back from COVID?
They're saying he's back. Oh. He'll probably play this weekend. But it's still, regardless of the fact, I don't know. Like, I think Rondale Moore is higher on the depth chart right now than AJ Green. Crazy enough to say that, just the fact that because Kyler Murray's gone. Potentially this week.
Agree. So, even if you watched last week's game against the 49ers, they were doing run plays with Moore. Like, they just seemed to be getting – I mean, obviously Green wasn't there, but –
Well, see, Edmonds was down, so Connor was pretty much the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had Connor in your lineup, lucky you. So
– Rondale didn't practice he has a concussion.
Oh, well, there you go. Thanks.
Injury guy coming through.
Thanks, Braden. Always there in clutch.
But I know Tim Patrick's production's probably going to come down though. Well, first off, he didn't finish last week's game. I don't know if you did know that. And he's been questionable for this week. And with Jeudy and Noah Fant coming back, I think his targets are going to come down.
With Tim Patrick?
Yeah,
but he also has Jerry Jeudy there too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would almost go with Jerry Jeudy because he's like the number one receiver.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, he does. Bridgewater does like Tim Patrick. We'll have to see.
Yeah, but that was before Jeudy days, though. Judy's back, so now it's like there's more mouths to feed. And then Fant is also coming back off COVID list as well.
That's what I'm saying. With Noah Fant coming back, Tim Patrick's.
No, missed that. Sorry.
That's what. Yeah, I said with Jerry Jeudy coming back off IR and Noah Fant coming back.
Gotcha. My bad.
Tim Patrick's touches and looks are going to come down.
So as of now, I think Emmanuel Sanders is probably your strongest suit right now, and I'm going to go with Hunter Renfrow.
I was actually just thinking that too. I was like, Hunter Renfrow. I could have picked him up in one league, and I should have because he had a pretty big game last week. So
well, with the one receiver less of the situation that got going over there. Hunter Renfrow basically even if Ruggs was still there, Hunter Renfrow was still being utilized more. specifically than the other receivers. So Hunter Renfrow is definitely key. I would say Emmanuel Sanders, Hunter Renfrow, and Freiermuth easy, especially Freiermuth against Detroit. They just can't seem to stop anything in it at all. So, but anyways, because who do you ask here? Like Conklin, who's got Chargers, and
I mean, Conklin's not bad, but I don't know. I just think
I would have put
Ben
the Chargers.
Roethlisberger, plus the Chargers, but I think Ben Roethlisberger is just like honed in on Freiermuth now.
Well, that's his. Look. Big Ben's arm can only go to Freiermuth. He'll throw as hard as he can and only go to Freiermuth. Because his arm sucks. Look, man, like Big Ben's done. The only reason he's still around is because he took that pay cut to keep guys there. I don't know why they had this idea that Najee Harris was going to be their savior. Look, if you have no line, you really can't do much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know. I agree.
So this is why they're doing a lot of dump passes off to Najee Harris. And if you're in a PPR league, Najee Harris is probably top 10.
The man.
Easy. So
I know, I was watching that Monday night game and like every other play, Najee Harris. No, I'm like, good Lord.
That's all.
Like, they're gonna burn this kid out, man.
Oh yeah, easy. And it sucks because you hate to see when these guys are getting like 100 plays, like 100% plays, like their bodies just don't last. They're not all tanks.
Yeah.
But, so tanks can get beat up too after so many shots. So, but I mean, other than that, with the whole big Carolina news, since we're stuck on Carolina, this should be a good game. Carolina versus Arizona. If Kyler Murray doesn't play, I'm really interested in seeing that.
I would go their kickers. I think this could be a low-scoring kicker game.
A battle of the kickers.
I think so. I think Prater's a good pickup this week.
For sure. And Prater's pretty good. He should be already on people's lineups, anyways. But it's funny. Wasn't Zane Gonzalez a former Cardinal?
Yeah.
So.
And he's with Carolina, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, he's with Carolina. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting. But yeah, it could easily be a battle of the kickers. They're good both defenses. So we might see an interception or two from both teams and run it back. So they're going to heavily rely on Budda Baker, probably, in a deep game. So other than that, though, easy games for some of these. I think, kind of bold prediction, I think Raiders beat KC. I just don't see KC like. I think Raiders are the most underrated team right now.
Well, they beat them last year too, so
yes. But I think with everything, all the situation and everything, I think that they have the potential to beat. Like, I don't know. I feel like Derek Carr makes it happen somehow. He's just underrated. But people may argue that they suck, and that's fine. I understand.
I don't think they suck.
No, there's people out there that
they
look at them and they just suck. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
They need to draft better.
That they do.
That 2020 draft, man.
Was it
the other 2 first-round picks? They just released their other guy.
Yeah, was it? Well, that was because he was threatening other Damon Arnett. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's talking about Damon. Yeah,
he had his TikTok with the gun, but apparently he was also involved in a hit-and-run accident too.
Oh wow! Well, that doesn't help your case,
so
guy.
The Raiders are like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah. So, do you have anybody who you are just like most excited to see?
Like player-wise or
player-wise, yeah. I mean, we're just gonna go off of whatever. We're not gonna go through each game unless we get asked about it, but.
That's a good question.
As of now, right now, I'm going to say Michael Pittman is going to go off this week.
I was actually thinking Colts too. I think
Jags
Carson
game,
Wentz is going to go off this week.
That Jags game was a fluke. The Buffalo Bills, they lost that game.
Yeah, your boy Josh Allen seems to be coming back down to earth, man.
Well, that's because Josh Allen.
You see his wins play?
Well, yeah. But that was because Josh Allen showed him up and said, "Hey, Josh Allen, I'm the real Josh Allen." I don't know. But look, that game was just like I lost across the board. I think I only won one of my leagues. One of my
I got lucky. I went 4-0.
Yeah, well, look at you. I
shouldn't have got 4-0, but
I relied on DFS when it came to that game. I relied on a few of my lineups because of that game. It was just supposed to be a knockout. The Bills were just supposed to blow them out of the water, and turns out not a single touchdown in that game. It was just a kicker's battle. I was just beyond shocked. So.
Hey, my prediction came true.
What's that?
Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen.
Well, yeah. I mean...
And Josh Allen intercepted Josh Allen.
Yes. Yeah. Threw to himself, kind of. But it's a different guy named Josh Allen.
First time in NFL history, I might add.
That's interception with the
same... No, that's the first... I don't know about interception. But when I was watching the game and I saw it, and they said first time in NFL history that someone with the same name got a sack against someone with the same name.
Okay, then there I can agree with you there. But there was other games in history where the same named guy was playing the same named defensive player. Don't ask me why. Who? Sure. I can't remember. Sure, it was like 3 others. Besides that one. So,
but for the sack though, for him to actually get a sack,
right? To get an actual sack, it was Josh Allen. Yeah. Josh Allen, yeah. But other than that though, so I think Michael Pittman's just gonna go off this week. I have him in my lineup. I think I'm excited for him. I've been excited for him since last season, and he just Phillip Rivers was just not the QB for him. When Wentz came over, I was like, "Oh, this is going to happen." So, thank God for that. But today we're talking about the Ravens and Miami Dolphins. I feel like Baltimore Ravens should. I can't even say they will anymore.
No, because not with the way this year's going.
Yeah, the way these games have been going, I can't predict much. Hey, what's up, man? I just can't say that this will happen anymore because it's just you never know anymore. The way this season's been going, I just can't believe it. Like, who would have thought Kansas City would be this horrible right now?
Right.
Who would have thought Washington's defense would have just kerplunked like this right now?
Like, always got to bring up Washington's defense, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do? They were supposed to do a lot better. Like,
I don't think anyone thought Miami was going to be 1-7.
No, that's definitely
Are
not.
They 2-7?
So start Swift or James Conner.
2-7.
Yeah, 2-7. So you got Swift against the Patriots, and then you got Arizona against Carolina. Ooh, both two defenses. I kind of still like Swift. As crazy as that might seem, but in the circumstances as of now, I would go with Conner. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Conner.
Just because so Benjamin. Go ahead.
I kind of cut you off. You can finish, Benjamin.
Well, because if you don't say it, then you're never going to talk.
Oh, that's true. No, I was just saying, to me, it's a battle of a lesser of two evils. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think, especially if Burns doesn't play, that votes well for Conner in the line. Plus, I think Hudson, their center's back, and he's like an all-pro center.
Right.
And I think he'll help create holes. I don't know. I just think, and James Conner's on fire right now.
It was. Like he's okay. It was all right.
3 touchdowns last week.
That's not
just
fire.
Okay.
No,
that's
okay.
just okay. 3 touchdowns.
That's okay, and here's why: because Edmonds wasn't there.
And Edmonds isn't playing this week.
What?
I don't think Edmonds is going to play this week either.
That's the reason. Edmonds was gone, so of course they had to rely on Conner. One of those touchdowns would have been Edmonds. 2 of those touchdowns could have been Edmonds. Okay.
Well, maybe Edmonds hasn't really been finding the end zone this year. So
I'm not declaring that fire.
I'm declaring it fire.
No, because if James Conner was splitting with Edmonds,
he has 11 TDs on the year. You're not gonna call that fire?
No, because then that would have been just. No, I don't care. I don't care. It's James Conner.
And Edmonds only has 1.
I still believe that one of those could have been Edmonds. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care. Dude, I understand Conner. Conner is the only back because I don't think Benjamin. Look, you had. So what do you say?
Yeah, Conner was on waivers.
Conner was on waivers.
And no one else
he got lucky and he played.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, right. I wish I could just find a running back like that on waivers.
Good luck. All our leagues, there is no running back at all. And you and I play in 3 of them together. So, but yes, Conner is.
I'll say he has to be. I think
probably after last week.
Yeah.
But I love Swift. I really
I do too.
Especially how high and how good he's doing this season. But right now, I think you'd have to rely on Conner because Benjamin, we haven't really seen what he can do yet. I just they're gonna have to rely on him because Kyler Murray's not gonna play from what we're predicting. It doesn't sound like it. No. And if they go with Colt McCoy, Conner's gonna have to be the guy. So I would go with Conner. And it's like what you said, the better be. But no. I'm still waiting for him to get banged up.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet.
Let's look at his history of James Conner. James Conner, when given the opportunity to go 100% of the snaps, as he did last week, now he's about to go again this week. I guarantee you they're going to use him more. When he was in Pittsburgh, this happened to him. His rookie season, his sophomore season, and his junior season, he was like he couldn't handle it anymore. His shoulder was getting banged up all the time. And then when he was given the keys to the car again, that following season, he was supposed to be the lead back. He hurt his shoulder. I'm still scared that that's going to happen. I actually don't have Conner anywhere. But because we're here in Arizona, I get forced to watch the Cardinals at some point. I'm scared that's going to happen. But I would, if in your series, I would definitely go with Conner, 100%. Conner over Swift.
Well, plus also, I think Bill Belichick has an amazing talent for taking an offense's best weapon and reducing their production to 0. And I think Swift is Detroit's best offensive weapon.
Okay, you mentioned Belichick. What?
Yeah, I thought you said Detroit was playing
Pittsburgh.
Oh, they're playing Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Well, we don't need to.
I don't know where you're at. Welcome back to Earth, Mark. Detroit is playing Pittsburgh.
Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go up high, and Detroit's going to have to. I don't know where. I'm just going to stop talking now.
Okay. All right. I'm going to move on while you gather yourself and come back. But Detroit is playing Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Thanks,
See, even Braden is correcting you, guy.
That happens. Okay, whatever, Mr. 100 jerseys.
Hey, that is not on air. Okay.
I'm going to air it. I have the video proof.
Stupid. Martin did say Swift was playing the Pats.
Oh, see? See? It was you.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, my God. you sure I didn't say Pittsburgh or Pitts? Maybe Pitt. I don't know. There's no way I said Pats.
Maybe instead of Pitt, you said
Pats?
Pats.
No way.
Because
P-A-T-S?
I
No, I
heard
did not say
Patriots. That's
Pat.
why I brought up Bill
I don't
Belichick.
think I said
Even though the
Pats.
schedule's right in front of my face.
I'm going to rewind this video. I'm going to make sure I did not say Pats. Probably say Pittsburgh. But whatever. God damn it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, anyways, they're playing Pittsburgh. We're all back on the same page. Regardless of the fact, even if it was the Pats, even though it is the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would still play James Conner. So, whatever. All right. It's all good. It's all good.
What's up, Matt?
What is up, Matt? How are you? Thanks for joining. So anyways, besides all that, we have another playoff freaking game from last season. Probably won't be as close as last year. We got Tampa Bay and Washington.
Hey, it could be close.
Well, Heineke's not there. Well, I mean, he is, but he's not the same as he was last season.
Hey, if Trevor Siemian can beat Tampa Bay, I think he can put up a fight.
All right, so would you trade Eckler and Beasley for Tyreek and Elijah Mitchell?
No.
If this is redraft, no. If this is dynasty, maybe yes. Because you're Beasley's. Do you realize Beasley's 31?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's on his last contract, isn't he? His last year. I don't think he's going to sign with it. I think so. I don't think he's going to sign with it.
I didn't know he was on his last year.
I think so. I think we might see Gabriel Davis step up eventually. Once he's gone, I think Gabriel Davis is going to slide in and take that role. So he says a redraft. Okay, so redraft. Also have Dalvin and Cordell. But would you so you have Dalvin, Cordell, and Eckler? And you're trying to get Elijah Mitchell being as the number one back. Here's one thing we can say out of 49ers. Elijah Mitchell's the guy. Surprisingly, I can say that. Other than that, I have no clue what's going on. Brandon Ayuk is maybe finally coming out of the doghouse. Is this coincidence? We'll find out this week. He's getting more targets. Ayuk is probably more fantasy relevant for redraft. Thank God, because in my dynasty league, I've been just holding them there and not really been able to do it. So Braden, dude, you need to come on, man. I'm telling you. All right, Beasley is signed through next year.
Oh, there you go.
Cool. But I mean, thank you. I will use that in future reference. But he did answer my question. It's redraft, so. Tyreek, I don't see the thing about Tyreek. I like Tyreek. The thing is, he's big boomer bust, and the way they're playing right now, it's a little bit risky. I don't know, Mark. How do you feel about this trade?
I don't know. I don't think I like it because Tyreek has. I mean, he had one great game, and that's it. Like the whole passing game.
I think he had like more than that.
No,
I mean nothing explosive like he's always done every season, but I think he did one or two decent games. I know it's the one game that he did really good. It was like week 4 or something like that. But he's been putting double digits.
Well, he only had 7 points in a PPR league against Green Bay.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in 9 weeks.
Okay, he had digits. 2. He had 2 really good games.
Yeah, but he's been putting up double digits.
Yeah, but I'm looking at a PPR league.
Same.
And I can get double digits from like someone who gets 10 catches.
Well, yeah, but that's why I don't like PPR.
Yeah,
look.
But he got 27 against the Giants, 12 against Tennessee. He did get 22 against Washington, 14 against Buffalo, almost 50 against Philly, 8, 5, and then obviously 37 in week 1. I don't know.
I kind of want to say,
but I really like Eckler.
Don't make that trade.
But I like Eckler.
And I think that's why if it's now, he didn't establish if it was PPR, but I could only assume that it's PPR because everyone and their mom plays it. So I'm going to say don't, even though I like the Elijah Mitchell, Tyreek Hill.
Although he does have Cordell and Dalvin Cook.
And that's the thing. He has those options to rotate.
He could get rid of Eckler to bring in a receiver. I mean, if you need a receiver, I guess go for it.
Look, the way the running backs are going right now, I've said this multiple weeks already. These running backs, they're all getting banged up.
And now Dalvin's getting prosecuted for domestic violence. So they're not prosecuted, but it's he's not getting charged. It's like civil court. He's being sued.
Yeah.
He's being shaken down for money.
Would you trade Dalvin instead? Just in case this does happen? Because if he trades Dalvin, then it's no longer his issue.
And then you also have Cordell and Eckler, and you have Tyreek and Elijah Mitchell. I mean, that's actually not a bad idea, maybe.
I think he could probably single-handedly Dalvin by himself with Tyreek and Elijah Mitchell.
And you get to keep Beasley?
I think so.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, that's just that's you can play with it. I mean, I'm a little like I don't know about this issue with Dalvin. He's saying he's playing this week, but what happens for the next week? Like how much is this gonna affect the rest of the season? Are they gonna wait till the end of the season? I've heard football players, they end up being prosecuted or whatever at the end of the season. Look at Melvin Gordon. His court date wasn't until after the season of last season when he had that drinking issue in the offseason. So, but I wouldn't do it. I like Eckler. I like Beasley. Beasley's like, look, last week was just what Buffalo did. It was just a bad game. It's just one. I think they'll, wake up and all right, we just lost to the worst team in the NFL. We got to figure this out. So don't let this happen again. So, anyways, moving on. Do you guys know if Aaron Rodgers is coming back?
Pretty sure. No, he's on track to come back Saturday, but there's no guarantees.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah. So, because I have Carson starting right now, I would leave Carson in, man.
Wentz. Why did I not put that together?
I would leave Carson in. There's no way that the Jags do what they did again. No way.
No, I don't agree. I agree. I mean, yeah.
You can't hit a dart in the same spot twice unless you're a professional. There's no way. I don't think so. If Josh Allen gets another 2-3 sacks on again this week, I'm gonna beat myself up for dropping him in IDP. And Braden, you also dropped him in IDP. You dropped Josh Allen, the DN from Jaguars for God knows who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you let my dad get him.
Yeah, which is the worst person to have. He's 1-8 for some reason. It still bothers me that he just gets lucky with certain players. I don't know. I have Russell Wilson.
I feel like his team was this good last year too. He was just winning those close ones where now he's losing them.
And
yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, you and I are in the same boat with Josh Allen.
Hey, you tried to give me Josh Allen. I should have just kept him.
I did.
I should be like, yeah, that's the Allen I had.
Josh, and we're not talking about the quarterback. We're talking about the DN. So in IDP leagues, I don't have any overlay right now for IDP right now. I should just keep one just because I should have had it in here. But Josh Allen's What did he do this week? He did pretty good this
He
last week.
had, I think, 1.5 or 2 sacks. He had a couple tackles.
I think
He
he had
had. I
like
can
2
look him up right now.
sacks. I'm gonna pull it up on my computer, see what he did. But so if you're not familiar with IDP, it's something to look at. So Jacques, let me see here.
Yeah, 20.35 points.
I'm trying to pull it up here. Where
Holy
are you
crap.
at? Here we go. All right, let's go down to Josh Allen, IDP.
Dude had himself a game.
That's Jonathan. He has 2 J Allens on his. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he has Jonathan Allen too. 8 solos, 2 for loss.
All right.
1 sack, a hit on QB, a pass defended, an interception, and a fumble recovery.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah. He was all over. Josh Allen was all over Josh Allen. All right.
Let me get rid of Braden just said, and he had 18.8 points the week before.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good. So the mobile app, definitely like distinguishes it a little bit better. But he scored 20.35 points. And then 18.8, as he said.
He has your boy too.
What's up?
Said he has your boy. He's got Pittman.
Yeah, hey, Pittman, man. I love that guy since last season. So, but yeah, if you're looking at IDP league, and what's cool about it, he has that DLB eligibility. God, I can't believe I dropped him, dude. Whatever.
Right.
Injuries happen. You need to drop guys, and then when you drop guys, and then they just explode. So in the mobile app, it does a lot better. It breaks it down, but here it's only 8 tackles and then a sack and I think an INT here and a forced fumble. So this is why the mobile app's a lot better. But yeah.
If Jacks go crazy, he gonna quit.
I don't.
I think I might quit too.
There's no way. There's no way. I would put Carson in. Because here's the thing, and because you have Pittman, I think Carson would that's double points. I kind of like that sometimes. There'll be situations where I have a QB and they're lined up with the receiver. If he gets a touchdown to Pittman, that's double points for you, my guy. So, I mean, I'm a big fan of that. Sometimes if I have it, trust me, this individual right here, Braden,
Cousins
has took me to town twice this season. So I've just been having the worst luck on Dynasty right now. So
except for when you face me.
Well, hey, that's how it works with us. But guess what though? If the Jags do good again and the Colts do bad, I'm done. I will 100% agree with you, but let's just hope that doesn't happen. Because as I'm doing my DFS lineups, sometimes I like to pick guys against the Jags or the Falcons or the Dolphins. I don't think it's going to happen again. There's no way. It's a total different offense. Josh Allen is a pretty quick D end, and then Josh Allen, the quarterback, is pretty quick himself. So I think it was just perfect for Josh Allen to catch Josh Allen. That's really confusing. I should just say 41 catching up to 17. That makes sense?
Yes.
A little better? I don't know. But if you follow IDP, you would know. Other than that, though, that was just, I think it's just a fluke. There's no way. I mean, the Jags right now are just they're 2-6. There's no way, and they're playing in Indy. So, other than that, though, let's see. We have Philadelphia and the Broncos, which should be an interesting game. I think that's going to be a good one right there. I think it's going to be close. I am really annoyed with the Eagles. I think that the head coach just needs to leave. I think am I the only one in Nerd Huddle notices is that the Eagles head coach issue? I know they're all focused on Bears.
Yeah.
But I don't like Sirianni. And here's the thing why. If people don't realize that Sirianni's the problem, then I don't know what to tell you. Carson Wentz was on that team last season. They were bad. They should have switched from a pocket quarterback to a rushing quarterback early in the season to Jalen Hurts. But they didn't. They stuck with Wentz. Obviously, Wentz is doing good. Now, that says a lot right there.
But he wasn't the head coach last year.
But he still ran offense. At some point, he was still
running.
running.
He came from somewhere else.
No, he was there last season.
Is this the offensive coordinator or the head coach?
He was there last season. Because he didn't like him. Remember, there was an argument between Wentz and him, and then Wentz like, oh, I'm not going to be here anymore. And there was like drama in the locker room or whatever. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Braden's looking it up right now. But, well, he does. Look, he's the issue. And then the fact that he doesn't even know which running back to use. He has it out for Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell. I don't know what's going on. I hate Jordan Howard, not as a person or a player, just the fact that he's still in the NFL producing numbers, and he just sneaks in every now and then and just ruins everybody's fantasy lineup.
And
he was he was the offensive for the Colts?
Yeah. See?
No. Then who am I thinking of? Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
I was
going to say it's an all new coaching staff in Philly.
I don't know. I just there's something. I can't stand Philadelphia right now. I just feel
you cannot stand them for stuff they're doing this year. That's fine, but you can't bring up
last season. Even last season, the whole issue, like Philadelphia, they have talented players. They just I don't know if they know how to use them. Like I remember watching Miles Sanders coming out of college. He was just great. And then his rookie year, he was just great. And then it just kerplunked after that. But regardless of the fact, Wentz is doing he's fire right now. I think he's doing just fine. He's not doing like immaculate like top 5, but he's getting by. And I think he's a safe bet against the Jags.
I believe he's the number 10 quarterback. Yes.
Hey.
Top 10, baby. I'll take it.
Well, hey, I'll take that. If you're consistent at 10, I'll be fine with that all season. I have no problem with that at all. And then if you have one of their weapons, sure, why not stack them? So, and let's end it with Monday night. You have in division San Francisco against the. Oh, thank you.
Very good.
LA Rams. Did you freeze?
The sit gaming at home in over a year.
What's up?
I said the 49ers who haven't won a game at home in over a year.
I don't think they're going to win again. There's no way.
Well, I don't know. Matthew Stafford might not play, so that sucks.
Yeah. Was it his back or whatever he suffered? He suffered something, didn't he?
I know he sprained ankle.
I think his back was also the following week before that.
Yeah, going into last week, it was his back, but he rolled his ankle during the game.
I don't know. I feel like Matthew Stafford is just a tank, and he just never goes down. We'll see how it goes.
He's like this generation's Brett Favre. Doesn't matter what happens to him; he just keeps playing.
He just keeps playing, man. He's just a tank, dude. I don't think the Rams are going to lose this one though. There's no way. I think San Francisco's got way too many issues going on everywhere that
Von Miller's going to make his debut.
Yeah, why not? I think that defense is too good. I don't think Elijah Mitchell's going to get. I don't think he's going to get 100 yards. He'll get 80, maybe.
No, I don't think so.
I think he could probably get 60 for sure, Elijah Mitchell, but I don't think he's going to do anything great. I think they're just going to stop it. I mean, if Brandon Ayuk is able to, I think the only thing is depending on where Debo or Brandon Ayuk is lined up, maybe he'll be able to sneak away with some good yardage. But I just don't see the Niners winning this one, regardless of the fact that if freaking Bradford plays. Oh my gosh, I'm everywhere. Stafford. I'm everywhere right now. At least we're not making up players like Travis Kelce.
Travis Henry.
Jesus. Travis
Kelce is the person.
That is the person. I'm thinking of Travis Henry, the guy you made up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Niners have beat the Rams 4 times last time they played. But F. Stafford is there now, yeah. If he plays, I don't see them winning at all. So anyways, we're just kind of like rambling on. What other teams you want to play on or talk about? Any of these? Bring up the other ones.
I think that Cleveland New England game should be interesting, especially with stupid Chubb testing positive for COVID. Ugh.
And Hunt's not back yet.
And Hunt's not back.
No, I think Hunt actually comes back. What, next week?
Gonna be the D. Ernest Johnson show.
Yeah, no. He tested negative this morning, so he should be fine. I think
Chubb or
D. Ernest Johnson.
Oh, D. Ernest Johnson. Okay.
Yeah, he tested negative, so he's probably going to be the lead back. Again,
I mean, I heard there's a shot for him to still play, but I heard it was like a long shot.
It is. I don't think he's going to play, and if he does, I'll be surprised. But no, in this one.
So what do you think of the 2 fines?
The Chicago Bears fine that happened? Or
did the Bears get fined something?
Not the Bears. What fines are you talking about?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers got fined $13,000.
Oh, and then the Amari Cooper one, right?
And then CeeDee Lamb got fined $14,000 for an untucked shirt.
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
I don't know. I thought it was Amari Cooper, but yeah, no.
No, it was CeeDee Lamb.
Just stupid.
For an untucked shirt.
I feel like these guys run around with no tucked shirts all the time.
But yeah, Aaron Rodgers can run around putting people at risk, including himself, and only gets fined $13,000.
Green Bay, I feel like is always privileged. They're
always
privileged.
Because it was Aaron Rodgers, maybe? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they're always privileged on certain aspects of like punishments. Like, there's never like any bad calls against them. They just always get the
there were some people who were saying he should get suspended for what he did.
I wouldn't oppose of that.
But no, 13,000. Like, all right, cool.
But I mean, I don't. He lied to the league.
That's what I'm saying.
Technically, in a way, he did.
He did. So, no, he did.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't like I specifically did not take the vaccine. It was like, oh, I was immunized, but he never specified that he.
Yeah, but his version of being immunized isn't what the league views as immunized. Maybe he thinks that, and good for him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't specific words that were said that potentially could land him in that situation.
But the problem is, like, it isn't that he was vaccinated. It was there's certain rules in place for people who are vaccinated and who aren't. And technically, he's not vaccinated. He wasn't following the rules for unvaccinated people. Like, he was having press conferences with no mask. You're supposed to have a mask if you're having press conferences.
True.
And then the big thing is apparently he did a commercial with State Farm. Like, his last commercial was during the season, and they're investigating it. And if they find out that he wasn't wearing a mask during that, he could get in trouble for that, I guess.
Look at Brady, man. Just coming out with info, dude. Alan Lazard was also fine, along with Packers fine being the 300,000. So
I guess they're just going after the Packers more than Rodgers. Oh. But just weird though that he gets fined 13 and then CD gets signed 14,000 for an untucked shirt. Like, what?
I don't know. I think
the priorities lie.
Was it the NFL or was it like team based that were ruled by the NFL? Like, they weren't ruled at the same time, were they? They had to been like one different times.
No, they both came out the other day. like same
Well,
time.
right, but like, were they like hours
Oh,
apart?
CD has had multiple fines. See, this is why you just need to be on the show, Brady. Come
I keep telling. We
on.
just come on already, please. Just.
I guess CD likes to have his shirt untucked. The NFL's like, no, we're not having that.
I see that all the time though.
I do too, but apparently they're getting fined for it. Who knows?
Just dumb. If anything, if anybody should get fined, that stupid
Like,
referee.
how many times do you see a defensive guy going after an offensive guy and he rips the shirt? Like, I've seen it like a handful of times this year.
I mean, this season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, CD's a repeat offender.
Yeah, well. Anyways, I don't know. Look, if you're hopefully, I mean, I was gonna tell Shock to join our little. God, I can't even talk. This thing. Our contest.
Our 100 jersey giveaway.
Thank you. Yes.
It's not 100 jerseys. Get out of here.
I was trying not to say that, okay? I don't know why that's stuck in my head. It just rolls off the tongue real well. I don't know. It's not 100 jerseys.
It's just a one jersey. One jersey.
Just a one jersey for the celebration of 100 subscribers. Not it wasn't. I don't know how many times that I had to do that. I think it took like 4 takes before we actually made that little 2-minute video.
Yeah, it was a couple.
But yeah, if you're still watching, or if you're watching now later or whatever, go ahead and go to that video. It's a 100 subscriber video. We're giving out a Dynasty Pylon jersey. It's a stitch jersey of your team of your choice. And once we get to 100, as long as you comment "I love Dynasty" in that video, you'll be able to be eligible to win to get yourself a jersey. It'll have the number 1 for being the first subscriber of the 100, right?
To win a jersey.
Right?
The first subscriber to win a jersey.
Yes.
So you'll have the number 1.
I don't want to say what I've been screwing up on. At one point, we did the little clip, and I was like, 100 jerseys.
Yeah, you're like, we did it. We got 100 jerseys. I was like, no, Martin, we did not get 100 jerseys.
Oh no. Tank's gonna fire me. I pulled out all our budget that we don't have.
I know. I was like, hey guys, we're gonna need help. We need a lot of money for 100 jerseys.
Martin blew the budget we don't have here at the Nerd Huddle.
Yeah.
So anyways, speaking of the Nerd Huddle, look, Sunday morning. Are you coming back this Sunday, or am I just gonna take over the role? If they're short again, I say why not this week. Yeah. I think they're busy again. So.
Yeah, last Sunday was weird.
A lot of us were gone.
I know.
Thank God you were awake.
Right? I was like, oh.
Or else Tank would be sitting there all by himself.
I wonder what he would have done. Would he have done it by himself, or do you think he would have just been
like I think he would have. He's done it before. He's done the movie review by himself without Will. Will went on vacation or something. But yeah, so Sunday we'll do the morning spike.
They got to update this for the Friday one.
The Friday?
Yeah, on Friday they have their basketball show.
No, actually, well, okay, so here's a weird thing about the Friday. Is it Friday? They record Wednesday. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So they post it Friday?
Yeah. I know it's not a live show per se, but they could still play. Oh, every Friday we have a basketball show.
Okay. But regardless of the fact, as of now, Sunday morning, if you need some last minute lineups, all of us, the entire crew here at the Nerd Hall, everyone from all these channels go on Sunday, and we just kind of help set up the lineup and whatnot. So come back on Sunday morning. So anyways, that's our show. We're all over the place. Obviously, we're drunk because we can't even say teams' names or players' names or something. It's only midday. So
best of luck. Just like this show, that's like every show.
What? Hey, man, look, it happens, all right? It happens. But we get our point across. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. I would like to say that the Baltimore Ravens will win it. But again, knowing the way this season's going, I don't even know if the Miami Dolphins could potentially win this one. Because
probably go to overtime.
I don't know. But anyways, say goodbye. Later, Josh Allen. This is the Dynasty Pylon. Good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever the hell you're at. And I will see you Sunday morning on the morning spike, talking about more football and whatnot. Thanks for watching, guys.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.